When Ned Bunkley, a washed-up space plumber with a fear of green things, crash lands on the forbidden planet of Zargalon 9, the last thing he expects is an alien civilization ruled by a 7-foot-tall, tentacle-haired queen with a temper. But as he's forced into a deadly trial involving sarcastic slime beasts, talking spores, and a very judgmental royal court, Ned realizes escaping is going to take more than luck. It'll take guts, charm, and possibly interpretive dance. Buckle up for a chilling, hilarious, and utterly weird ride into a world where horror meets hilarity, and diplomacy is done via karaoke. Welcome to Zargalon 9. SFX, static, violent turbulence, metal groaning, emergency alarms blaring. NED, narrating. So, you're probably wondering how I ended up nose first in a crater of glowing mushrooms on a planet that's literally not on any galactic map. Don't worry, I'll get to the part with the queen and the teeth and the screaming spores. But let me back up. Name's Ned Bunkley. Former janitor-turned-space plumber-turned-accidental ambassador of Earth. And I hate Tuesdays. SFX, spaceship AI chirping, fire sputtering. Ship AI, cheerfully doomed. Warning, your trajectory violates 3 interstellar treaties and 1 particularly angry moon goddess. Have a nice impact. Crash. Loud boom. Hiss of depressurizing air. Mushroom squelch. NED, coughing. Ugh. My spleen's in my sock. Great. Sniffs. Wait. Why does it smell like grape soda and regret? SFX. Distant alien howling. Wind. Something squishes unnaturally. Ned. Okay. Ship's toast. Air's breathable. That's either good news or an elaborate trap. Standard protocol says I should stay put and wait for rescue. Ned. So naturally, I wandered into the haunted forest glowing with bioluminescent doom. SFX, forest ambience, squishy footsteps, occasional burps from the foliage. NED, narrating. Imagine a forest designed by a toddler on sugar and eldritch nightmares. Trees screamed if you touched them. The squirrels were translucent. I think one tried to sell me insurance. SFX, rustle, faint whispering voices. Whispering plant, hissing. He's Sue Flesh High. Ned. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You don't talk to sentient ferns. Not twice. SFX, thump. Something big. Heavy breathing. NED, quietly. Oh stars. Something's following me. Suddenly, silence. Then a very loud fart and a booming voice. Queen Zarnika, echoing, regal, terrifying. Who trespasses on the soil of Zargalon 9? Speak, biped, or be flambéed with spicy plasma. NED, panicked. Name's Ned. Ned Bunkley. Just crashed here. I didn't mean to trespass. I didn't even mean to space travel today. I was just fixing a clogged antimatter toilet. Queen Zarnika. He smells of sulfur, fear, and unwashed socks. Perfect. He shall face the trials of compatibility. Ned. Wait, what? Compatibility for what? Queen Zarnika, gleeful. Why, for royal companionship, of course. SFX, wet footsteps, dripping slime, alien crowd murmuring. NED, narrating. I was dragged, literally, into what I can only describe as a throne room built entirely out of coral, stomach linings, and bad intentions. Hundreds of aliens stared at me like I was a burrito in a health inspector's office. SFX, gong. Followed by dramatic synth sting. Gelgax the announcer, booming, nasal. Trial 1. The Queen's prospective partner must dance. The ritual of the sizzling nerves. Ned. Oh come on, I pulled a hamstring just landing. I haven't danced since my cousin's wedding, and even then I caused 2 concussions. Queen Zarnika, amused. Dance, or be fed to the opinionated maw-beast. SFX, a wet, gurgly roar. Something says, you call that fashion, in the background. Ned. I'll dance. Just, look away if I start crying. Cue, absurd alien disco music. Ned grunts and awkwardly stumbles around. Aliens gasp, some cheer. NED, narrating. Listen. I'm no expert, but I think I invented an entirely new genre of movement, emergency flailing. Somehow, it worked. Queen Zarnika, dreamily. His limbs, they defy logic. He must be a poet of motion. Proceed to Trial 2. SFX, slime bubbling. Utensils clinking. Screams of distant diners. Ned, narrating. Trial 2 was dinner. Or rather, I was the dinner guest. But the food, oh stars, the food. Alien waiter, snooty. For the appetizer, pickled brain fungus from the swamp of screams. Main course, screaming snail roast with eye jelly. Dessert, surprise. Ned, what's the surprise? Waiter, grinning. Whether it kills you or not. Cheerful alien dinner music. Munching, gagging. One bite later. Ned, gulp, tastes like hot regret mixed with betrayal and spicy regret. Queen Zarnika. He survives the feast. He may yet be worthy. SFX, echoing slime drips, eerie ambience, footsteps squelching on wet stone. Ned, narrating so. There I was. Stomach full of something still wiggling, covered in bioluminescent sauce, and officially cleared of spontaneous combustion by alien cuisine. Which is more than I can say about my high school prom date. But I wasn't out of the woods, or slime dungeon, yet. Next came Trial 3. SFX, mechanical gears grinding, stone doors sliding open, distant screams cut off abruptly. Queen Zarnika, announcing grandly Trial 3. You must defeat the puzzle orb of Perplexiath. Solve its sacred logic riddle, or your brain shall boil, internally. Ned, gulps great. I failed basic algebra. Twice. SFX, metal pedestal rising, weird orb humming. Gelgax the announcer. You have 60 Zarnoseconds. Listen well. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? Eddie, thinking aloud, no mouth, no ears, wind? What is this, a space haiku? Ticking grows louder. Orb begins vibrating ominously. Ned, desperate an echo. Final answer. Echo. SFX, orb chimes, stops vibrating. Then, a tiny cheer noise. Like a sarcastic party horn. Puzzle ORB, grumpy voice ugh. Fine. You pass. But don't act like it was obvious. Alien crowd, cheers, bizarre instruments blaring. Queen Zarnika, smiling with too many teeth, 3 trials passed. You have proven cleverness, flavor resilience, and a surprisingly hypnotic flail dance. It is time for the binding ceremony. Ned, panicked wait, binding like legal? Or like rope and hot glue? Can I at least read what I'm being bound to? SFX, giant temple bell rings. A choir of alien squids sings in shrill tones. Alien priest, dryly do you, Ned Bunkley of Earth, willingly accept the honor of soul binding to her galactic moistness, Queen Zarnika, ruler of all Zargalon 9 and defender of the interstellar tax codes? Ned, whispers, moistness. What's the refund policy? Queen Zarnika, blissful say yes, little spongeling. Say yes and we shall merge, emotionally, spiritually, and administratively. Ned, sweating look, I appreciate the hospitality, the mystery meat, and the screaming trials, but I didn't survive a space toilet implosion just to end up as an intergalactic boy toy. No offense, your moistness. Alien crowd gasps. A few faint. One explodes. Queen Zarnika, icy. You dare decline me? SFX, storm brewing. Statues cracking. Distant meteors groaning like tortured whales. Queen Zarnika, roaring then you shall face. The pit of EX lovers. Ned, wow, that's specific. Also, very concerning. SFX, trapdoor opens. Screaming. Ned drops. Ned, yelling while falling. Why high do alien breakups always involve gravity? SFX, dim torches flickering. Mutters. Moaning. A chainsaw revs for no reason. Ned, narrating I landed on a pile of broken karaoke machines, melted robes, and what I think was a statue of Queen Zarnika punching a comet. The pit was full of the Queen's former suitors. And they were all still alive. EX Lover Number 1, British. Horse O, another one, eh? Welcome to emotional purgatory, mate. EX Lover Number 2, Robotic Day 1274. Still emotionally unavailable. No updates. NED, so, what exactly happens here? EX Lover Number 3, Dramatic We argue. We cry. We reenact soap operas until madness consumes us. NED, that's horrifying. EX Lover Number 1, wait until you get cast as the villain in Tentacle Tempest, Season 14. It hurts. NED, narrating look, I'm not the smartest guy. I've accidentally flushed 5 gravity boots and once married a vending machine for tax purposes. But I do know how to escape enclosed, emotionally toxic environments. I call it the fake it till you teleport plan. NED, loudly, faking epiphany OHWOE is me. I miss the Queen. Her smell of ozone and fear. I should never have refused her divine moistness. Ex-lovers groan. One begins slow clapping. Queen Zarnika, telepathically you regret your words? NED, dramatic oh yes. My cold earth heart didn't understand your Zargalonian passion. Let me return and grovel artistically. Beat. Queen Zarnika. Very well. Return to me, and bring the robot. I like his monotone. SFX. Teleportation sound. Laser harp. Applause. Eddie. I've returned, my queen. Queen Zarnika. Then let the ceremony resume. NED. Actually, before that, how about a traditional Earth song to celebrate? Something meaningful. SFX. Alien musicians tuning. Beat. Ned clears throat. NED, singing poorly, I will survive. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Alien crowd stunned. Queen emotional. Jelly tears. Queen Zarnika, sniffling he, sings his truth. NED, to himself time to initiate Plan B. Run like a coward. SFX, blaring alarms, shouting aliens, security squid slipping on goo. Gelgax, stop the Earthman. He's desecrated the sacred ceremony of bizarre binding. NED, sorry. You've been lovely. Loved the brain fungus. 10 out of 10, no stars. SFX, Ned skids through a hallway, presses button. Emergency escape pod hisses. Ship AI, returning online welcome back, Ned. Shall I engage runaway screaming protocol? Ned, yes. That one. Max screaming. SFX, escape pod launches. Dramatic zoom through clouds. SFX, peaceful starscape. Pod cruising through space. NED, narrating I escaped. Barely. My dignity's in a crater back on Zargalon 9, and I still smell faintly of molten jellyfish perfume. But I'm alive. Single. And more importantly, not married to an 8-foot-tall alien royalty who believes in emotional lasers. SFX, beeping. Incoming call. Queen Zarnika, telepathic call you forgot your toothbrush, darling. And your soul is still partially bound to me. See you soon. NED, frozen. Oh no. SFX, escape pod engine humming softly. Vast emptiness of space. Occasional creaks. NED, narrating. Okay. Deep breaths. I'm free. Just a guy floating through the stars in an escape pod shaped like a canned ham. No more alien queens, no more psychic courtship rituals, no more, wait. SFX, incoming telepathic chime. Dissonant harp strum. Queen Zarnika, telepathic, calm but terrifying. Ned. Darling. You left so quickly, I barely had time to brand your aura. NED, panicked. I'm really sorry. I'm flattered, truly, but I'm not emotionally ready for a cross-dimensional soul bond. I still sleep with a stuffed Wookiee. Queen Zarnika. You bound your soul to mine with a song, Ned Bunkley. That's a sacred rite on Zargalon 9. Even worse, you ghosted me. Ned. Oh stars. SFX, sigh. I've started an interstellar breakup war. SFX, dozens of warp signatures cracking through space. Strange shrieking as wormholes open. NED, narrating. She sent her royal fleet after me. Not to destroy me, oh no. That'd be merciful. She wanted to reclaim me, and apologize aggressively. SFX, Alien PA System Voice. Alien Admiral, snooty. Human vessel, surrender immediately. Or we will sing interpretive ballads at you, for hours. Ned. No. You'll never make me feel emotionally accountable. Never. SFX, Ned jerks the controls, warp jump initiates. Screeching whale-like tear in spacetime. SFX, psychedelic chaos. Warped laughter. Twisting space winds. Flashes of memories. NED, narrating. I panicked. Hit the wrong button. Entered something called the wiggly wormhole of reflective regret. Inside, time bent. Reality stretched. My childhood PE teacher waved at me while juggling goats. Then, she appeared. SFX, distorted version of Queen Zarnika's voice, gentle and deep. Wormhole Zarnika. Ned, must you run forever? Can you not see our destinies entwine like two slugs in a saltless cuddle? NED, hallucinating. No. Bad metaphor. Slugs are not sexy. SFX, thunderous warp pop. Silence. SFX, barroom ambience, alien chatter, clinks, wet slaps. Funky space jazz. NED, narrating. I landed on Slobner 3, the galaxy's version of a dive bar attached to a junkyard, built on an asteroid shaped like a foot. Here, I met the Rebel X's. Gronchetta, gruff voice, 6 mouths. You left her too, huh? Ned. Yeah. There was slime. Singing. A trial involving screaming furniture. You. Gronchetta. She tried to absorb my tax history. We said it was mutual. SFX, group groaning in mutual trauma. Rebel EX number 4, tiny insect voice. We're forming a resistance. The X-Quitters. Want in. Ned. Is the first step group therapy or plasma weapons? Gronchetta. Both. SFX, giant floating courtroom. Echoing gavel made of screams. Alien bailiff. Calling the case of Zarnika versus that one human who danced like a dying octopus. Queen Zarnika, dramatic entrance. He broke our sacred bond. Lied under the ritual of funk. Fled during the feast of forever soup. NED, clears throat. Your honor, my defense. Beat. I was terrified. Galactic judge, roaring, bored. Fair. Proceed to trial by cosmic stand-up comedy. Ned. What? SFX, stage mic feedback. Awkward clapping. NED, on stage. So, dating in space, huh? SFX, dead silence. My last relationship ended in laser fire and a restraining worm. But hey, at least she never tried to consume my identity via marriage documents written in mucus. Beat. One alien laughs. Then more. Then a wave. NED, grinning nervously. And Queen Zarnika, honestly, your cooking? Amazing. It had flavor. Mostly fear. But still flavor. Crowd roars with laughter. Zarnika smirks despite herself. Galactic judge. I hereby sentence you both to cooperative counseling via 24-hour obstacle course. If you survive it together, your bond is real. If you don't, well, someone gets eaten by the sandworm of closure. SFX, alarms, moving platforms, plasma rivers, angry counseling robots shouting affirmations. Robot counselor. Yell your feelings or be vaporized. Ned. I feel unprepared for this relationship. Queen Zarnika. I feel overwhelming urges to micromanage love. Boom. Explosion. They survive. Barely. NED, panting. Okay, fine. Maybe we can have coffee? Queen Zarnika, smiling softly. One non-binding, soul-neutral, casual coffee date. SFX, quiet cafe on a neutral asteroid. Soft jazz. Tentacles tapping teacups. NED, narrating. 1 year later. We're not married. We're not soul-bound. We're figuring it out. Turns out alien royalty can be surprisingly good at charades.
And me.
I've written a best-selling book. Studio Microphone, How Not to Date an Alien Queen, Unless You're Into That. SFX, Comedic Whoosh. NED, Finishing. So if you ever crash land on an uncharted planet, and meet a lonely monarch who offers soup, dancing, and light telepathic commitment, well, just make sure you're wearing clean underwear.